Spring strong, the sun's up and shining. School's out and everyone's smiling. Let's pop the top off now for a while and some take it easy days. Let's tell that old grind where to stick it. Put the rest of the stress in there with it. And don't you think we've had enough? It's time to get away. It's gonna be another flip-flop summer. Kick off your shoes and call out your lover. Say, hey, baby, the winter is over. Let's head south a while. We're gonna take us a long vacation. Mix us up some strong libations. No worries, just good vibrations. And lazy days in style. It's a flip-flop summer.
We are so excited because Captain Tom is here with sunkisscharters.com. And we're going to tell you about all the fun things that's happening with Sunkiss Charters in Clearwater Beach, Florida. Welcome, Captain Tom.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got a lot of really cool stuff going on. A lot of stuff coming up. What we do, if you don't know, is we rent charters out, and we treat it like it's your boat. Okay. Now, for Coast Guard reasons, if we got pulled over, they deal with me. But otherwise, it's your boat. It's actually cheaper than buying a boat.
Exactly.
Just to rent our boat for the day when you want to go out. You don't have to worry about storage or maintenance or anything like that. It's just a better way to do it. I have people all the time that say, I'm going to go buy a boat, and it sits in their yard. And then they have to get it fixed. So, we rent ours just like it's your boat. We'll go where you want to go. We'll do what you want to do in the time frame. It's cheaper. And it comes with a captain, so you can sit and drink with your friends. I do a lot of, the way we design this business is I do a lot of captain for hire work. Okay.
And
where
anybody else out there can hire you as well.
Yeah. And I drive other people's boats so they can sit and relax with their friends.
And what kind of license do you have to have?
Well, if you're hiring for captain for hire, just you don't even really need that for a captain for hire, but
you are a 6-pack license.
Yes,
captain.
and we're going 100-ton next. I've had big boats my whole life, so
let me ask you, what boat did you have back in Orlando?
Always an adventure. It was a 40-foot Chris Craft Constellation. I had a hot tub on the back. It's fun. I lived on it. And that's what made me fall in love with this lifestyle. It was the people on the boats. We're just the best people that you can ever meet.
Well, I want to tell everybody. So number one is we have a pontoon boat, which is amazing. It's a 28-foot, and it has snorkeling equipment on board. You don't have to go buy snorkeling equipment. It has water shoes. It has fishing poles, fishing license we have because you have it.
Yeah, I have a commercial fishing license, so you don't need one. If you're on the boat, you can fish. You can fish off the islands and stuff too. That we go to, it's whatever you want to do on the boat.
Right. You'll go past some of the celebrity homes. We're not going to talk about it on the air, but you'll point out some amazing spaces that people want to see,
and interesting points and things like that. The history. We've lived in Clearwater a long time, so as you live here, you get to know what's all around. Especially if you look for it.
And the pontoon boat is $125 an hour to our minimum. And if you go 3 hours, it's another $125. If you go the 4th hour, we take $25 off. There's a big cooler with ice, chips, soda, and water on board. You can bring your own food. And Captain Tom has calypso music on, or we have a Bluetooth music.
Yeah, they could tie their own music into. What we do is, my job is to show you what I do with my family. Number one, it's where we don't want to take you snorkeling. It's where I take my kids snorkeling. You find starfish and king conch and, sea urchins. And
I saw one of those.
Yeah. I've had dolphins at that spot, and we can do this in the 2 hour. I recommend going longer than 2 hour, but we can do it in the 2 hour. I've had dolphins swim between me and the boat while I'm setting the anchor. It's a beautiful spot. And then we take you over to One Tree Island. You get to spend some time on a little island by yourself.
Is that where we cooked out that day?
No, that was Cherry Island.
Okay.
We try to do the best we can with the amount of time you get. Longer is better. I can do more stuff longer. I can take you cooler places longer. But even in the 2-hour trip, it's nice. But my job is to really show people paradise, the paradise that Florida is. And treat them, if they want something, need something. I tell them all the time, it's your boat. If I'm going too fast, you say, Captain, we're going too fast. If we take you one place and you want to go to another place, I'll take you another place. I had a peak couple today. We went to Bird Island first at Sandbar there.
Oh, I love
then
that
we
place.
went to One Tree, but we didn't see any dolphins today on that side. I know from my experience that coming in the backside through Bel Air, I could spot dolphins a lot of times, or not Bel Air, but the Island States. I come around the backside and I could usually find dolphins. So I found a nice pod of dolphins for them. They actually kind of swam around the boat.
Oh, wow.
But that was their main objective. I always ask, what's your main objective today?
Right.
On a 3-hour trip, I can get you to Caladesi. You don't have that long there. I can get to the sandbar there.
It's another favorite spot of mine.
Yeah, we cannot go into the marina yet. And here's what's going on, guys. And we are, if you want to get to the marina at Caladesi, take the ferry. It's a great time. It's a beautiful beach. We are actually going into business with them in the future where we're going to be able to go in there, but we can't. They have it exclusive. But in the meantime, it's a fun afternoon for the kids. But we could take you over where they made the movie Magic Mike at the sandbar at Caladesi Island. It is 100% paradise. I mean, it is. First of all, Caladesi is the #1 beach in the country, and the sandbar is just at the edge of it where the channel is coming in from the Gulf. And like if you want to fish there, everything that comes in and out of that Gulf goes right through that channel. And there's like a little river on the side that goes between us and another island.
Yeah, exactly.
It's where all the boats go and party. So usually there's, a few boats there and stuff, but I can also take you to islands that there's nobody else on. And there's one that looks just like the island from Gilligan's Island.
Oh, wow.
And, but I mean, it's just a gorgeous day. And my first job above all is to get you out there safely back and forth. Okay.
Can we talk about the 37-foot Endeavor?
I'll get there in a second.
Yes.
My second job on any of the boats is to make sure you have the absolute best time in your life. Every customer we've had said one of 3 things on our boats, and we've been doing it 3 years, seriously, really the last year and a half. But what we can do is, literally show you the best time of your life. We'll take you to paradise. Sailing out in the sunset in the Gulf and watching for the green flash. I'll let you drive the boat as long when the sails are up. If you want to learn how to do some basic sailing, I'll teach you. But the 3 things people have said is most fun I've ever had. And we've gone out in a fog where the fog was so thick you couldn't see, and we had to come in by literally GPS watching the markers because you couldn't see them. But either the best time of my life, most relaxing thing I've ever done, or life-changing. The life-changing one, I've had 2 different people that after we took them on a tour, they went and bought boats. They're learning how to sail. They're going to sail around the world. They call and they talk to us and they say, well, this is what I'm buying. What do you think of it? And we'll do that. We'll give you advice to what we can. And we have other people that we know real well that are experts in that field. But what we're doing at Sunkissed, a phone call?
Yeah.
Phone call.
Yes. We have a phone call.
Yeah, it's Rachel from St. Pete.
Oh, hi, Rachel from St. Pete. How are you tonight?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Good. So you've been on Sunkissed charters before. Were you on the sailboat or the pontoon boat?
Oh, I was lucky enough to be on the sailboat.
Wonderful. What did you think of the experience out there?
Oh, my goodness. So it was the first sailboat I think I've ever been on, and we went on a sunset cruise. And it was beautiful to watch the captain work the boat and the sails. He truly set a smooth course. We got to see just a beautiful sunset, dolphins in the wake of the boat. It was really a magical experience.
Well, we love to hear that, little testimonies on that. You have to come on the pontoon boat next.
Yeah, the pontoon's a completely different experience. Every one of our boats, and we're actually adding boats to our fleet. Okay, we have 2 boats coming up. But the pontoon is very family orientated. There's sand toys for the kids. I could pull the boat right up on the beach that you don't have to get in the water if you don't want to. But if you want to, we have all the snorkel equipment. We wash them after every trip. We soak them in Dawn dishwashing liquid.
Of course, Fee.
Yeah. We have boogie boards on board. We have footballs, frisbees, squirt guns for the kids. It's, that they can play in the water and really enjoy themselves. But again, that stuff is on there because it's ours, and
Right.
it's what we do with our family.
Right. And the sailboat, I just want to add out there real quick that Rachel was on, is a 37-foot endeavor. It's $400 flat fee for 3 hours. And you're out there in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's sunkisscharters.com. It has a restroom. We are pet friendly on both boats. We have restrooms on both boats. I do have to brag about something real quick. Our pontoon boat, you did an amazing job. You decorated it. We won first place last year in the Christmas parade for 30 foot and under?
30 foot and under, yeah.
We won, yes. And you were Santa.
Yes, I was. I danced for 3 hours straight.
We didn't have a restroom on board at that time. Now we do.
And, well, that's why I danced. No, I'm kidding. But let's say the pontoon. We have JBL audio on the pontoon, okay, that you could tie your own phone into, listen to your own playlist.
And he hooked it up.
Listen to this radio station if you want. You can do whatever you want, 106.1 FM. We can tie that in if you want. And we could do on the sailboat, we have 800 watts at JL audio.
And my brother, Captain Tom, put that on there as well.
Yeah. Well, I was an electrician for a long time, low voltage.
It helps.
And so, we put the big cone speakers on it that are on the mast. We're going to be doing things. The next boat we're getting.
Oh, this is so exciting, everybody. Rachel, you got to hear this one.
Yeah, it's already in service of being refit. It's not that old. It's a absolute gorgeous 42-foot Regal, which is the Cadillac of boats. And this is a friend of ours boat that wants to add it to our fleet. And right now it's getting completely reupholstered. It didn't need it, but it's getting completely reupholstered. It's getting the bottom done. We're adding blue lights for nighttime that'll light up the water around it.
And you can sleep on it, maybe Airbnb it.
Yeah, we're cutting the deal with Caladesi, and we're going to be talking to them about Airbnb being at Caladesi Marina.
Oh my God.
And if you haven't been there, guys, there's at the marina, there's a little place you can get burgers and hot dogs. There's grills there. You can bring your own charcoal. You can bring your own fishing gear. But like I said, on board our boat, we have fishing gear. And we can even get bait. There's a small charge for the bait, but we can get bait for you. But the Regal, it's central air, water makers, it's pure class. But we're going to be Airbnb that there. We'll also charter that out.
Now that's about 10 to 12 people?
Well, we're looking at 10 on that one. It is a Coast Guard inspected vessel already. There's a plaque on it that means as it was being built, the Coast Guard inspected that boat.
Wow. That's exciting because the other boat is only a 6-pack license. So, Rachel, we're so excited to have you come back and cruise with us.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. I look forward to trying out the pontoon and checking out the sites that local to the area.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, Rachel, thank you for calling in. And
all right, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Hope we see you again.
Yeah. So that was really cool.
Wait. We got more.
Oh, we have more. We have more.
Mama June's on the phone. Mama June saying
Mama Jay.
Yep.
Oh, Mama Jay. She's been on you. Hi, Mama Jay. You've been on the pontoon boat or the sailboat?
I've been on both, and I love them both. And I have been trying to help promote you guys at the Essentials Spa.
That's right.
That's on Clearwater, mainland, so that you guys can help get business from all the clients that I work on. And so I've really enjoyed always sailing with you guys, always hanging out with y'all on the pontoon boat. Haven't yet been on the pontoon boat to go snorkeling and all that. I would love to do that.
I can take you in Clearwater, where the Clearwater is that they talk about.
Awesome, because I would love to do that with my son and daughter-in-law. They live in Apopka, and that would be like a great day to do that with them.
Yeah, it's one of the best things you can do. I mean, my kids go out there, and Dawn can post the pictures. They find starfish out there, sea urchins.
Remember Cheryl?
I mean, it's just gorgeous. And the water at high tide is better. But
we found Cheryl's daughter found 44 sand dollars.
Yeah, in a half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We make them put them back because they're alive, but
right.
She had them on the boogie board and, going around and, all you really have to do, you don't have to be a pro snorkeler or anything. I mean, what I do when I go out there is I take a boogie board, put my arms over it, put a mask on, put a snorkel on, and put my face in the water and just walk with my toes. and you see everything. I mean, I tell my customers all the time, I say, I have as much fun out here as you guys do. A lot of times I give them extra time because I don't want to go in yet.
My thing is, my brother knows, Captain Tom knows this. I get out there and honest to God, all my friends know this. I get in the water. I do not come out. I was in the water 4 hours.
You don't.
I've been there in that inner tube floating, and that's my thing to do.
And you're listening to music. And I mean, it's just really, here's one that I get every time I have kids on board, especially kids who are kind of hyper. I tell the moms, I say, when we get back, those kids are going to go to bed. And they go, oh, my kids never take a nap. My kids never take a nap. And they call me and they go, you're not going to believe this. My kids are sound asleep and they never do that.
Well, Mama J, thank you for calling. We have 7 minutes left. I want to thank you so much. And go see her at Essential Spa in Clearwater. She's she does massages.
Massage therapist.
Yes, and she does hotel calls as well. If you don't want to, go out of your room, and she'll come and get you. And where do they reach you at?
You can reach me at 727-678-4339. I'm also on Massage Book under Hands in Motion Massage.
Okay, there you go. We've only got a few minutes left. We want to thank you for calling.
But wait, we got one more calling in.
Okay, hold that one more just for a second. I do want to thank Clearwater Beach Trips and Tips. I did join them, and they've been helping us out tremendously. Jasmine over there for Way to Go Rides. It's been amazing, a run with them. And without them, we've gotten a lot of charters, and all the concierge in town. We've had an amazing run. We want to thank Clark also from the Opal Sands this last week. He sent us a charter. And I want to thank Rick over at CK's on the beach. There's a nice little restaurant over there. And we put the banner up, and go see Rick. He's a server over there. But CK's, they have great fish tacos and pizza. It's right next to the surf style over there. So CK's, thank you for the banner and everything.
And speaking of it, CK, we got Carrie K on the phone.
Carrie K from CK. Carrie K, welcome to the show.
Hi.
So Carrie K, you were on the boat have you been on both boats?
Yes.
Oh, so you've been on the sailboat and the pontoon boat. So you've noticed there's been a different experience on both. We only have like 2 minutes, but give us your experience on both boats, what you felt.
Well, on the sailboat, I just feel so free. And then on the pontoon, I just feel like I could just relax and party and have fun and just be me and get in the water. The water's like turquoise, so beautiful. And I just think it's really a great experience. Yeah.
We want to thank you for calling in, and you have we'll just shout you out. You have Living a Healthy Lifestyle. They can find you on Facebook as well. There's so many things that she's into, and go check
YouTube.
And YouTube.
My YouTube channel is really big right now. Living a Healthy Lifestyle show.
Okay, check it out, everybody. And that's Carrie K. She's been on both boats, and I'm so glad you called. And she's been on with her hubby as well. Thank you. We have 5 minutes left with Captain Tom. God bless you, Carrie K.
Bye.
Bye. I love the testimonies popping in. Tommy, Captain Tom, we have like 5 more minutes.
All right. Yeah. A couple of things I want to talk to you guys. Keep an eye on our sites. We're going to be offering camping on the islands where we go set up the tents for you.
Oh, you do that all the time.
Oh, yeah. Because it's something I love doing with my family. It's nothing. I mean, you're on your own island. You can see anybody coming from a mile away. They're private.
What do you do if you have to go?
Huh?
You have to use a restroom. What do you do?
Well, we could take the Florida off
toilet.
And put it on there with a canopy around it.
That
they have a
works for me.
bathroom. We can set up the tents for them, light the fire for them. And we're talking about leaving them a dinghy that they can get around with on, as we're gone, but we can take them out there on the pontoon.
So you'd be overnight in an island and just
on your own private island.
And bring your own cooler and
you can. There's fire pits out there, and you can bring a grill out there. We can bring a grill out there for you.
I want to ask you. You remember that? Do we have a flipper sound like a dolphin sound we can add, or nothing like that? He said, "Okay, well, we have to kind of think of how a dolphin sounds." But remember, you telling the story about flipper about when you were a kid.
I'll hit that next time. It's a long story.
Okay.
And then the other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing weddings on the islands, guys. I'm going to get my notary so I can marry you on the island. I can do it dressed like a captain, or I can dress like the skipper. I pull off the skipper from Gilligan's Island. And but we're going to set up where you can do a wedding on the islands. There's no renting a hall.
Go to the island and get married.
There's so much stuff. We have another boat we're looking at to come into the fleet that's like a 59-foot, but that's going to be for corporate parties and stuff. That'll be like over 20 people.
I saw that because Captain Bert showed me that.
But we will rent it for a couple if they want.
Right.
But we've got so much stuff coming up. I can't even get into it because I need a 2-hour show.
Well, you have to go to sunkisscharters.com, call 727-871-7788. But I just want to throw this in, and we'll tell the story next time. But when you were a kid, you saw the movie Flipper, and you looked at mom and dad, and you said, people live like that?
Yeah, I'll tell that story in the next show.
Next show. We're going to do another show. It goes so fast, and I hope you enjoyed this show. sunkisscharters.com. Check us out. Come out, and just, when you come out and you relax, I forgot the banner. It's sitting out there. I pulled it out.
It's okay.
We're going to do another show.
I got to do a quick one when you're ready. I do want to give a shout out. By the way, on the boats, guys, you can bring your own food if you want.
Yes.
There's catering available. You can call Dawn. We can pick up food from Rock House, who is, sponsors us
thank
too.
them. Yes.
And thank Rock House Live in Clearwater. But you can actually order from their menu. We'll pick it up and have it on the boat ready when you get there.
That's super cool.
You can go to King's Pizza, which is great pizza. I do want to shout out to Beaming Hope Church because without that pastor, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Pastor Joe, beaminghope.org, as you're looking for a good church in Largo. Amazing pastor. I'll call and pray with him.
A lot of power in that church.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's everything for today, guys. Like I said, next time we have lists. I could go on for 2 hours about the stuff that's going on with us. Whenever you want to bring me back.
Maybe next week we can finish
We can
story.
do that if you want. We can do a second one next week.
Yeah, let's do another Sun-Kissed Charters. Maybe Captain Bert can come on.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. If he wants to. He doesn't like to talk as much as I do.
I know. Yeah, well, this is the Sun-Kissed Charters concierge segment of the show. And any last words you'd like to anybody, Tommy, of encouragement from the heart that God is speaking to you?
If you're stressed out, and it's really easy to be stressed out in this life, and you want to do something that totally takes you away from it, you got to hold it on.
And what did you say? You live your best life if you love what you're doing.
I tell people that all the time. I say, listen, if you can tell the kids this on the boats, if you can find a job you do every day for free, I highly recommend doing whatever it takes to get to that point because it's a blast.
And I'm there too. I have my little part-time job as a concierge and I super love it. Thanks to Miguel. Anyways, God bless you. Remember, give God all the glory and honor in your life. Watch things happen. And if you get up in the middle of the night, you can't sleep, start praying. Start praying.
Everybody.
Bye, everybody. Love you.